Hey everyone, today's it is about when he bullies you, or basically, he just has an explosive temper and a sharp tongue. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You and Bakugo have been together for a while now, but your relationship have been far from smooth sailing. Bakugo Akatsuki was known for his explosive temper and a sharp tongue. He had always been a bit of a bully. And unfortunately, sometimes he directed that behavior towards you. You had tried to talk to him about it before, expressing how hurtful his teasing could be, but he often brushed it off. He claimed it was all in good fun, that you needed it to soften up. Still, you couldn't ignore the emotional toll it was taking on you. You loved Bakugo, but you couldn't continue to endure his abusive behavior. One sunny afternoon, you decided to have a picnic in the park. The two of you were enjoying the pleasant weather and each other's company when Bakugo suddenly started picking on you. "What's wrong, baby?" he said mockingly. "You look like you're about to cry." You tried to ignore him, focusing on your meal and the serene surroundings. But Bakugo didn't let up. "What's the matter?" he said again. "Can't handle a little teasing." Finally, you couldn't take it anymore. "Leave me alone, Bakugo," you shouted, your voice quivering with frustration. Bakugo just laughed, seemingly unfazed. "Oh, come on," he said dismissively. "Don't be such a baby." With your patience stretched to its limit, you stood up and turned to face him. "I'm not a baby," he declared, your voice firm. "And I'm not going to treat me like this anymore." His crimson eyes widened in genuine surprise. "What are you talking about?" he asked, caught off guard. You always played with him, but this time, you looked like you were seriously hurt. "I'm talking about the way you bully me," you said, your anger palpable. "It's not funny, Katsuki. It hurts." Bakugo shook his head, seemingly struggling to process your words. "I don't bully you," he argued defensively. "I'm just teasing." He took a step closer, your expression unwavering. "No, you're bullying me," you insisted, "and I'm not going to take it anymore." With that, you turned and walked away, leaving Bakugo behind, stunned into silence. As you wandered through the park, you tried to calm the storm of emotions swirling within you. You were angry, hurt, and frustrated, but there was also a sense of relief. For the first time, you had stood up to Bakugo, refusing to be a punching bag for his cruel words. Days turned into weeks, and the separation from Bakugo felt both liberating and painful. You threw yourself into your hero duties, focusing on your own growth and well-being. The absence of his hurtful comments allowed you to breathe easier. On the other side, Bakugo was grappling with his own emotions. He had never expected you to push back, and it had left him questioning his own actions. The realization that he might lose you over his hurtful behavior weighed heavily on him. One evening, your phone rang, and when you answered, you heard Bakugo's voice on the other line. It was strained, and you could sense his vulnerability. "I need to talk to you," he said, his voice incredulously soft. You agreed to meet, and when you entered your apartment, you found him sitting on your bed, his usual confident demeanor, replaced by uncertainty. "I'm sorry," he began, his gaze fixed on the floor. "I know I've been a jerk." You blinked in surprise, hardly believing what you were hearing. Katsuki Bakugo was apologizing? "I realize now that I've been treating you badly," he continued, his voice laced with genuine regret. "I'm really sorry." You didn't know how to respond. You were still angry, still hurt, but sincerity in Bakugo's voice tugged at your heartstrings. "I love you," he said, looking up to meet your eyes. and I promise I'll never bully you again. Tears welled up in your eyes as you looked at him, trying to discern if this change was genuine. After a long pause, you noticed slowly, I love you too, Kasky. With that, you both hugged tightly, the tension between you beginning to melt away. He knew that Bakugou wasn't perfect, and he had a long way to go in addressing his temper and abusive tendencies. But you believed in him, and you were willing to give your love another chance. And gave it another chance you did. Bakugou kept his promise. He began to curb his harsh words and became more aware of how he treated you. Your relationship slowly transformed, becoming stronger and healthier than it had ever been. One day, as you and Bakugou sat together on the couch, watching TV, you felt a sense of peace you hadn't experienced in a long time. You were cuddled up against him, his arm around you, and it felt like you were finally in a place of harmony. I'm so glad I met you, Bakugou said, his voice filled with sincerity. He smiled, turning to look at him. Me too, you replied. He leaned down to kiss you gently on the forehead. I love you more than anything, he said. I love you too, you whispered. Closing your eyes, you snuggled deeper into his embrace, feeling content and loved in a way you hadn't in a long time. Your journey had been a tumultuous one, filled with challenges and pain, but as you laid there with Bakugou, you couldn't help but believe that the love had the power to heal wounds and make you both stronger. As the weeks passed, Bakugou continued to make an effort to change his behavior. He caught himself before making hurtful comments and started using his sharp tongue for witty banter rather than cruelty. Your relationship blossomed, and the atmosphere between you two grew increasingly affectionate. You know, I've been thinking. One evening, while curled up together on the couch, he turned to you with a soft smile. What's on your mind? I need to make it up for all the hurtful things I've said and done. Bakugou, you've already changed, and you're apologized again. It's not enough. I want to show you how much you mean to me. What did you have in mind? I want to plan a special date for us. Something unforgettable. And that's what he did. He put effort into searching the perfect date idea, and he spared no expense to make it memorable. And from that day on, your relationship continued to flourish. Baku's efforts to change and his commitment to treating you with love and respect had a profound impact on your bond. You both grew stronger as a couple, navigating life's challenges together, hand in hand. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!